Hello and welcome to 22nd May. Today is our 10th, 13th, 15th, 14th, 15th, 16th class. I written everything in a flow. Oh, no issues, man. 16th class in the month of May, and today is our first time, and we should clap for ourselves because we're diving into very quickly into this songwriting exercises, which will update. I'll show you guys. I have the drafts ready, so tomorrow you guys will see the first draft of the whole music theory book. Also, it's gonna contain everything, and then you'll have exercises in the PDF form, which you can like print and do it yourself, and then you can scan it or take a photo and send it and upload it here. Alright, so our first exercise for songwriting was, since there are not many people who did it, let me just quickly message Ashish that he should probably come now. He was online, he just texted me there. So, our first exercise for songwriting was going to be pick an object at random and write about it. Okay, this was not going to be lyrical format, it just had to be in a normal way. Why? Because we need to dive into your senses and memories and associations surrounding with the object. Anything goes as long as it is sense bound. Write freely, no rhythm, no rhyme. Alright, write freely, no rhythm, no rhyme. It just has to be written. No need for complete sentences. Use all seven senses, right? So there is no hard and fast rule and everything. Okay, wonderful. No hard and fast rule, and we have to use sight. Let me, just take these things: sight, smell, taste, touch, or organic, and kinesthetic. I might as well turn this into red so that we know these are the things that we are targeting. And why I was just telling Ashish that he was asking, oh, did they have to be in a song format? It doesn't have to be in a song format at all. It has to be in a written format, just a paragraph, but make sure that you're using all of these things. And the reason that this is going to work is because once you start getting in the habit of writing sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch, organic, and kinesthetic, it will open up your mind to writing better lyrics eventually. And for some reason my red light is not, I'm glowing like a, I'm glowing, man. I'm glowing in the screen. Just took a bath as well. I'm just glowing. Sir, I'm making different senses in my paper, so I will submit shortly. No issues, no issues. And don't okay, so you have to. So I didn't characterize my word like based on senses I mentioned, but yes, things are touched. Oh, okay, wonderful. No, not an issue. I didn't write much, so I told you, I promised you guys, if you do it, then I'll do it. So this is about my table, the one that is in front of me. Okay, so nah, I'm just messing. Right. So the table, a solid presence in my room, holds its history in every scratch and dent. I've done a lot on this table, obviously. Okay, so it's you guys can see it if you want to. Right, I'm just gonna quickly go over it. So I just did it like, just wrote one or two sentences for each thing, and this one I think for these two I just wrote one. Right, and the idea is that we do it, and if you do it every day, believe me, it's gonna like change your this thing. And if you've done it in another format, that's completely fine. Not really, man. I'm just like, I did take some classes in college for writing at one point. And by the way, I had a, I don't know if it's still, this used to be my website. Did I pay for this or is it gone? Well, just it might open. Oh, it is still working. So this used to be my this thing, my first website. So that's me with long hair. I wrote 171 articles here. So I would like, so I got into writing quite a bit, but that this website went bust, man. I just was very sad. So site uneven marks a tapestry of my daily battles of moments of careless abandon, because well, I use it a lot. The ordinate ID interface sits on the right, its surface muted by a fine layer of dust, testament of time's passage. I tried to make it dramatic a little bit. Touch fingers trace through the rough grooves of these. What do you say? If you like actually run your hand over, you can feel the this thing from opening innumerable snacks over the years of late night workings, late night working, workings. Dust clings to fingertips, a powdery residue, because my mom is also has like, I don't know, like this thing also right now has a lot of dust. Sound, it's completely silent. It really is. It doesn't creak, nothing like that. It's taken the abuse, and you can hear the MDF wood still strong as the day as I bought it. I also took table first, but switched to the beach. Oh, no issues, man. Anything would have been fine. But nice. What made you choose the beach, though? Just out of curiosity. I fear it will break if I were to move it from here in a single bang. Right? Sound, smell, wood polish faintly lingering, very mixed it with the metallic tang over the interface, and the hint of old coffee, cold drinks, and various other drink spills. Okay, this sentence could have been better, but that just. Oh yeah, you're right actually. That's smart. Okay, taste. Dust, dry and gritty on the tongue. The memory of a late night snack eaten here. Over the years, it has become culinary explorer. Because well, it have. So I did kind of like take the snack bit twice. And Ashish, why are you in my documents, man? I'm messing with you. I'm messing with. Organic, a sense of table's solidness, grounding, supporting the weight of both objects and thoughts, and even my dreams. So I think this was a way better line than the other ones. Kinesthetic, muscle memory, guiding hands to familiar spots, the subtle residence of the resistance of the table as I push against it to get away by rolling from my chair, reliable as the day I bought it. So it's against the thing, so yeah, helps me a lot. So it's nice. So that was kind of it. But let's dive into Sumit's work. Oh, thank you. Ah, कहानी लिखते लिखते में कहानी बन गया. And by the way, Sumit, if I mispronounce something, just let me know. Zubani sunte sunte zubani ban gaya. Kashmakash. I'm sorry, dude. What does the kashmakash mean? Wait, actually, wait. You're showing it to me in Hindi only. What will I understand? Struggle. Okay, got it. कश्मकश से बड़ी 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 थी जिंदगी हम. ओके, कश्मकश से भरी भरी पड़ी थी जिंदगी हमारी. सॉरी, देखते ही देखते मैं तेरी निशानी बन गया. ओह, क्या बात. वेरी नाइस सुमित. What is this? What, I'm very sorry. से बिखर गए हैं कुछ जज्बात, मुझे नहीं पता था तुम्हारे शब्द कुछ इतने तीखे होंगे. ओके, सिसी क्यों? What is that? Let me this man. See क्यों? I'm very sorry for this. I mean, sob in Urdu script. Okay, crying. Oh, right. Sob. Right, got it. I don't know if I pronounce it. से बिखर गए थे कुछ ज़रा, मुझे नहीं पता तुम्हारे शब्द इतने तीखे होंगे. Okay, so this is like has to do with taste. So that's not bad, man. That's not bad actually. That's very small. आसान तो नहीं इश्क का हो जाना, ये कुछ और ही है. कम वक्त आ जाते हैं. ये is it supposed to be ishq or ashk? Because I don't know what ashk means. I'm okay, dude. That's really nice. That's good. मेरे तुम थे ये मैं कैसे मान लूँ, मेरे तुम रह नहीं ये मैं कैसे भूल जाऊँ. Oh, good dude, good. um, I'm not even gonna say anything. Okay, not no. Wait, let me. डर किधर डर. Leave aside except okay. Nice. Hey John, everyone's here. Good amount of people today. किनार कर मेरे हमदर्द मुझे हमारे इश्क से, मुझे तेरी मौजूद भागी से ज़्यादा तेरी रुशियान. Oh damn, man, like this is really good, but let me, what, I'm gonna do something because I fear. मुझे हमारे इश्क से मुझे तेरी मौज मौजदागी मीन्स मौजदागी से ज़्यादा तेरी रुखशियात. Oh damn man. और यू के एच. Oh, this is so stupid. If I'm asking in English, meaning. Okay, let me. Why is it showing me in Hindi like that would dismiss? Oh, does it mean dismiss, Sumit? फनान तो मैं हूँ तुझ पर. Like a. Okay. जो हो तुझ पर मगर क्या तुझे अपना means right back means. Okay, you've written here, man. What am I stupid or something? Means destroy. Okay. हो जाऊँ. Oh, okay. Okay. अगर तू तुझे अपने like I can like destroy myself for you, but would that make me stay in your life? I think that's what it means. If I'm not wrong, it's actually very good. Sumit, you should start posting it online, man. And by the way, even you, Ashish, are like you have to like get in the habit of posting, because I'm collecting all of these things and I have to start posting them, man. I started very well actually, and then now it has become a bit slow. So with wonderful stuff, and you guys are more than welcome to bring all of this. She's waiting for you. If you don't do it now, we'll do it right after, before the class ends. But one thing that I would like to say, and just like we're gonna sending now. Okay, wonderful. Uh, and Sumit, there's nothing wrong with it. All right, let me just make that clear. First of all, but what let's slow down. Okay, so what I mean by that is it's not just for you, Sumit. I'm not just like targeting. Is it just me, or is Ashish really there in every document I'm opening? I'm not sure. But it feels like, or does he just have access to it? Because it says he's here. So, but anyways, what I was trying to say is like, see, we'll eventually build up to writing lyrics. Okay, so this is just our first exercise, and then we'll just read about the second exercise. Set a timer for 10 minutes and try writing your own piece. Remember to stay inside your senses. Ready? Use the word puddle as a jumping off point. So this could be good. Now it's like focusing. So from step exercise 1 didn't have any barriers. Like you can write whatever you want about puddle, like a table, beach, whatever. And okay, I'll just check, Ashish. All right, but and then exercise 2, we're just gonna do the jumping off point. I'm just gonna do this, right? So why am I saying that is because, wow, because if we stick to this, we're just gonna have a that thing. So it's very uh, and by the way, Sumit, you can share your work. That is not an issue at all with me. Okay, just so you know that it is, you've not done anything wrong. But I would just like to just stick with the exercises for now. So if we just do that, then maybe we can just like all just become, follow it as it is. I'm a little like that. Like if the exercise says to, 1 second, man, center, right? So we'll just stick with those, if that's fine. And plus you can send your extra work like this also. There's not an issue with me. All right, no, it's not an issue. So Sumit, I was just saying we're gonna stick with the exercises, right? So we'll eventually get to a point where we are actually writing lyrics, right? We'll be forced to do all the lyrical exercises and everything. So what you've sent is not an issue. It's completely fine. But we will just stick with the exercises for now, like how they are meant to be written. Yes, Ashish. Thank you. Oh, all right. Oh, Ashish, by the way, you can. Uh, by the way, you can create a new folder here. Oh, but nice, you color coded, dude. He color coded the actual. That's a real sound engineer there. Standing on the warm sand of the beach, I look upon the ocean. I hear the waves roar when they hit the shore. Oh, nice. I can smell the salty sea breeze as I taste a hint of salt on my lips from the mist of the. Oh, very nice. Feel the gentle breeze that just almost pushes my hat off my head. As I get inside the ocean, I feel weightless and oh, dude, that is such a good example of kinesthetic. And feel the connection between me and the earth through the sand and water touch. Kinesthetic. That was kinesthetic. You're right. So this was taste, by the way. Oh yeah, this was taste. Okay, so used blue twice. Connection between me and the earth through the sand and water. Okay, that is good. Smell. Sound correct. Taste. Sight. Oh, correct. Touch. Gentle breeze. And dude, amazing, Ashish. Good stuff. Good stuff. Not bad. He color coded it. All right. And from now on, we're going to color code our senses just because Ashish did it, and those are that's the way to go about it, man. Honestly, seriously, good work, good work. Sumit, really good work, man. Really good work. Nothing bad as such, but just take the really good work, Ashish, man. Really good work. I think Ashish beat us both, Sumit. He got us hands down. And the smartest reply was because the beach is just going to be easier to write about, and he just wrote about the beach. And I was just thinking that is so true, like because he's got every sense, like right there. Uh, that was going to be like that was surprising. And good thinking, man. Good thinking. Uh, I'm just gonna track color. Alright, we're just gonna level the verse. We're just gonna okay. Let's just look at our stuff right now. Yeah, it was difficult. I had to think about everything. And okay, so we're looking for -8 dB of thing without maximizer. I'm very sorry. I just need 2 seconds. Wow. References general. 1 second, guys. It's just like so bad sometimes. General, advanced UI. It's just really hard sometimes to just read because I'm a little far away from this thing. But by the way, it's a dead -8, which is amazing. I don't see that, man. System tweaks. Ah, right. Ha, thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel is really fast at catching where things are. Then you can type a value in the second box to analyze the shrink of the visual images. Wait, where? Then you can type a value in the second box. Ah, you have to make it twice. Oh, good lord. Haha, nice. This is actually. I can zoom in like this, but this will not make this bigger. See, this master is like it's always very small for me, and I just need the perfect. So just give me 1 minute, guys. I'm just gonna just 1.25. I think I'll mostly for the master. I need that. Let's just try with this. Right, so we're at -8, which is I was like, what are they talking about? And then just phone stuff. Nice. Cool. And that got me distracted actually. Okay, and so no, I mean this zooming is there, but you can't actually. I think this is nice. Okay, this is decent. And then once you're done with this, you can kind of like shut off all of these places, and because I won't be composing anymore, right? So I can shut these off, and now it's become even smaller. And plus I'll be removing all the unnecessary tracks soon, or maybe in this session. Let's just listen. And now what we need to listen for is two things. Number one, let's listen to the levels from the beginning till the end. Right now we have this as our base. It's a perfect -8, so we're not going to mess around with it. We're going to turn on the maximizer. Okay, and today we are going to use that whole tool, cyanite. I think that was by Daniel who suggested it yesterday. I think John knew about it as well. So we're gonna use cyanite and just see. By the way, sorry. The maximizer is on now, so we're just going to listen from the beginning. Right, yeah, John. I think John suggested it first. Yeah.
यार मैं खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है तुम्हें आता है पैसों की बारिश में
These are too loud.
रहना तुम्हें आता है तुम्हें आता है पैसों की बारिश में तुम्हें भीगना तुम्हें आता है
So very few mistakes, but did you guys catch a mistake here, somewhere here?
यार मैं खुश रह
Did you guys catch it? Anyone? Anyone wants to take a shot at it? There is a small problem there, very small. Though, like if you've like, you'll know if you won't find it if you like haven't seen the arrangement, but it's very obvious. And I'll tell you what it is. I'll try it in stereo also. Maybe in stereo it will sound better. But you know what? The size is actually better for me. Not gonna lie, it's actually better. No, no, even here. Is this? See the so if I solo this, it's not even powerful. So let's just make it 5 dB. I am going to go 5 dB. All right, let's listen to it now. Okay, weird. So just go check. So this is fine. That is like that's completely fine. But I'm just gonna go. Maybe that's too much. Maybe let's try with 10. And these are the small things that you have to worry about in terms of leveling. I don't think once we have settled this level, like okay, we made this, this. So should we level each element drum section individually? So I'll be very honest with you. In the beginning, you will. Superior drummer usually comes with very good drum leveling. Very, very good. I'm not gonna lie. But not to say that I have not done that before. I have, and if some parts of the drums I feel like it needs to be louder or thing, then I will go and actually take this and bind it to CC. So CC, if you don't know, is just a electronic controller. Electronic controller in the sense it's like a digital controller, because CC0 would mean like this is like something you need to activate or turn on and off. So if it's like say we assign it to CC0, right? So there are in the CC119. So there you can assign everything for automation. Essentially it is automation only. So if I were to go in the violin and I want the tightness to go up and down, so I'll assign it to a CC. Okay, so if I want some instrument to be sounding louder or less loud, it will do like this. Unfortunately, I do not have control over this thing by itself. I can do it if I go. I've forgotten how, to be very honest. But I know there is a way to make this like a by itself, right? Optimize tuning for, so you can do the tuning also here. But I'm just concerned with the level. Let's just make it 11. So I can go in the, if you, to answer Sumit's question, you can assign everything to a CC and then just change the CC accordingly, and it will show. So when you're trying to change the this thing, so there are a few that are already assigned, like CC1, CC4 and CC16 are already taken, and there you go, CC. So it will do it on and off. Okay, so everything can be automated. So if I feel like certain parts of the drum need to be louder or quieter, then most of the time superior drummer doesn't bother with it, right? Because they're really well balanced. But I do end up doing general kind of thing. But let's listen to this. There's another thing I need to listen to is the bass sustain for this thing in our verse. Okay, so we have a bass sustain here, and wherever it is in only in the, oh, it's here also. All right, so 3 places, so we have to listen for that too loud now, right? So do you guys see? So 10 feels perfect. It doesn't actually. Maybe 9 will feel perfect. Oh, I can just type it 9. metal, but it's also giving a very clashy effect. By the way, you can do that. It's very funny. Yeah, it's early. Before the vocals? You mean here, right? Or this one? Both are early. I don't know what you're talking about, John. They're fine. I wonder if this is actually the slide or if it's actually. No, they're coming early. So there are two ways to make your tracks sound. Oh, what am I doing? Tracks sound like exactly on point, which is one is editing, which is what I'm doing right now, right? So what you can do is just make it come on time and then just blend these together, and now when you solo them, right? So you can do that also, as long as the final take is on time. In all honesty, sorry. Oh, please, please. Oh, why am I saying please? It's fine. So as you can see, I made a mistake here. And it happens. I wonder if I cut anything else. Oh, nothing else. Nice. Okay. This I cut somehow. Right. So at the when during the final thing, if your everything is on time, it doesn't really matter. So I have been planning to do the re-recording of the 013 also, but for now we're just gonna look at the levels. That's such a bad take, man. That's a really bad take. But for now, we'll just keep it. For now. By the way, that's piercing my ear. There's guitar also, the initial beginning, and the same issue is in 013 also. So I've been keeping it so that once this is leveled, I'll just like quickly start re-recording everything, and I'll show you the power of takes, which I'll do for the lyrics of this song. So yesterday I told Daniel that in orchestral instruments don't really require a lot, and if you just do minor improvement on the orchestral instrument, they go a really long way. So for example, when the time for compression or something like this comes, I probably will not put it on the bass sustain at all. And one thing I want to do is I want to decrease the volume here and increase the volume from the VST level. Let me show that what I mean by that. So every VST comes with some certain this thing. We already did it with the drums. So when I increase the volume here, that was from the VST level. So it had 12 dB of headroom for me to push. Okay, 12 dB of headroom. Now Wait, okay. Where did my this thing go? There you go. Now we have to find bass sustain. So I've the with sustains I've kept violin, viola, cello, and a bass. So the bass I know is like completely dark like this. So now here we have close and far mics. All right, mic positions. Now if you increase this, right? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to make this. It's up by 12 dB. I'm just gonna try to make this much. Turn on the close mic and it's gonna load. Okay, sometimes it loads. Superior drummer also loads. This is not on, so even if I do this, it is not gonna work. Okay, just okay, gonna keep this here. So this needs to go somewhere. I've not panned it, so I'm in more stereo right I feel it's a little bit empty. This worst part is a little empty in my opinion compared to
मैं खुश रहना तुम्हें यार मैं खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है तुम्हें आता है पैसों की बारिश में तुम्हें भीगना तुम्हें आता है
I'm just gonna go in this, and I feel like the toms are not. The toms need to just be a little louder. So let's just push it all the way. So obviously they're working. Too much maybe. Nice effect. Now all of a sudden the bass part is like sounding good. So this is an issue with this thing. Our toms. The issue is sometimes this. Well, that's so muddy. We'll definitely have to EQ it out. Oh yeah, you're right. You are right. Alright, that's why it wasn't sounding good. Alright, that bass part needs to go out, man. 100%. You're right. Yeah, the bass part has to do the same. Correct. Yeah, here it's fine. Right. That's why I was increasing the tom, because it felt. No, you're right. The rhythm is not matching at all. All right. So we'll just have to come up with the last bar for the bass here. Sidechain. Oh no, sidechain wouldn't work because the part itself, it's an arrangement issue, Jay. Right? It's an arrangement issue because they're both playing different rhythms. That's why. So that bass part has to be done again. That's one. And now it's sounding too loud. Alright, so that's one. The other one was what? I think with better vocals, this could really sit well. This could really sit well. So we're at 642. Not you asked, right, Daniel, the difference between this thing and that thing, viola and violin. I'll show you, man. I'll show you. So I'm gonna copy and then give it the same to this thing, and we'll just solo them both. Right? So there is a, if you listen to this from a perspective of tone, the notes are the same. The notes are exactly the same. And listen to this. So the reason I like this library is because they've taken the time to make it sound different. So they're both playing the same notes. Yeah, brighter and fuller. But I would say violin is more bright. But do you hear the difference in the bass quality? Like there is, like the viola just feels a little bit more bassier. And it feels like it's trying really hard to reach that high notes. It really does. Like if you listen to this, like it's struggling, right? And then right, versus easy. Like it's just like these qualities that they have for. And oh, now let's just try this. I mean, why not? We just made it this far. Viola. Okay, so I've not used viola shots anywhere else. I'm gonna make it's good. There's a click there. That's the click. I hate it. So I'm making this, like if you grab the right edge, and this is called fade in, fade out of every track. In every DAW you can control that. Okay. So now let's just listen. Daniel must be wondering like how many times is this guy? I'm telling you, man. This I messed up the playing, but I really want that phrase to be audible. You really? Minus semitone? There might be then. I'll double check that. So John, you can tell the difference between 15 semitones? Like 15 cents? That's amazing, man. Like air training was like really hard for me. It was very tough for me. Yeah, you can tell the difference between cents, man. That's really tough for me. Like now these days, I can tell the difference between, like I'll tell you how much, like probably 50 cents, and like I hear it in my singing also, like 50 cents, but I correct them in the, you know, melodyne, but I can't hear it. I can't hear 15 cents, man. That's a skill. That's a skill. By the way, every note is divided into what 100 cents, right? How many cents in a single musical note? I think it is 100 cent, right? 100 cents, right? I can only tell like 50 or something. Well, the fastest way, Sumit, is going to be once I'm going to start doing this also. Like, let me show it to you. Oh, you go to yeah. I'm gonna show like I was gonna start with along with music theory. So 23 out of 27, 85%. So this is the reason. If it's in scale, I can probably get it 10 times like more, but I like to make it harder. So I'll just make you guys listen to, maybe you'll not listen to this, but once you have understood intervals in music theory, so it's like dun, dun. No, okay, now I'm confused. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I know it's not audible. Okay, I got that right. So I think that's an that's a perfect fourth. That's a major third. A perfect fifth. Oh, I got that right. So, anyways, so once this is done, so before class or something, I'll just take 5 minutes, and maybe I'll start at instead of 6, I'll just sit down at 5:50, and I'll do this for 10 minutes. And I was going to start with it, and I can sing notes perfect, but it's tough to have which with classical music. That's fine, man. A little bit of music theory and a lot of practice on this. We start giving this to everyone. Even if you do 10 a day or like 50 a day, you guys will start developing your ear also, right? So these are the things that I've actually got 9 out of 9 right. Okay, so this is gonna be something that you can prove, like, or just keep a track of 5 days a week or something, right? So that once you develop the, so that is how, if you do. So I don't know, John, if you practice this or if you naturally have that sense, but so that's really good. If you can tell the difference between 15 cents, dude, that's really amazing, man. And people can develop this, so I'm not in like disbelief. Oh, John, can you, it's 100% while sampling this used. That's how you trained your ear. Is that how, do you think that's how you developed it, John? Just out of curiosity. Next, Charlie. Yeah, no, Charlie Puth has a perfect pitch. So it's most 19, like it's 90% of the time it's developed in childhood to change the scale, right? To change. Okay. So Charlie Puth and all these people, they're kind of like musically gifted. Even this Jacob Collier and all this, they're raised in a musical environment, or they're really inclined to music from a very young age. So perfect pitch is developed when you are a child. Perfect pitch. Yeah, perfect pitch. What did I say? Did I say something else? And this is relative pitch, guys. So 10 out of 10, this is, if I can get 10 out of 10, you can get 10 out of 10, because I was at a point where I could listen, and I used to be between minor second and major second. By the way, you can go here, intervals, and you can uncheck all the ones that. So this is how you will slowly develop your ear. Okay. So once you understand music theory, right? So this is how you can start differentiating, and as more you can start improving. So there is something known as, in when it comes to difficulty when you're trying to learn, this is one of the productivity things that I've learned in life. You need to be at 80% difficulty level. If you become too good at it, like it becomes too easy, then it's no longer challenging and your mind will be like, oh, this is getting boring. So you need to keep yourself at a point where it's like it's always changing enough that don't know how to read Indian classical music as a whole. Okay, so um, so okay, I'll do that after class, but let's come back to this. So for now we're just going to just listen to the levels one more time. We're just going to take 8 minutes, just going to listen through this, okay, and then we'll talk about that stuff. Wait, today's Wednesday, we have a we'll do a 15-minute session after the class for another for our music theory.
यार में खुश रहना तुम्हें आता है, आता है, तुम्हें आता है, पैसों की बारिश में तुम्हें भी.
Let me check. I might have put a big. Oh, none at all. I guess I naturally sound good. No, I'm messing with you, Jay. I'm messing with you. But no effects on the vocals for now. No effects. Only volume and panning. Panning is 0 on vocals because we want them dead center. Except for these vocals, we solo them. They're, of course, you can't hear them because they're in. You only hear it in mono. But no effects on vocals for now. So I just have a question for Jay. Jay, did you think I had vocal effects on vocals by any chance? Did you think that? You're probably hearing the room, John, at that point. You can hear the reverb even on this. That's crazy ears, man.
यार में खुश रहना.
Might be very little, very little. Crazy ears. John got crazy ears. Simplicity of this arrangement. I don't know why I've started to really like this. Like without the vocals, if your room is not regular, it can yeah, 100%. He is 100% right. And what I would like to add to what John had just recently said, ki if room is not treated acoustic, it can capture room reverb 100%. There are two ways to deal with it. Number one is to not yeah, there is going to be room reverb, but if it's not too much, 99% of the time it's gonna get subdued because of the mix, right? Because you're gonna add level. Okay, level might not take it that much, but when you start adding EQ, when you start adding all of these things, right? It 99% of the time is gonna start to take away from it. But if it doesn't, just let me know. I have a RX7, and make sure you have a little bit of that thing. It has a reverb on it, D reverb, right? It'll listen for the reverb and it'll remove it if it is too much. So I'm here to help you. All right. So there are tools for this. So there's something known as D reverb. All right, so I've talked about RX7 in the terms of removing noise also, but it also removes reverb. They're not perfect, but they're helpful, if that makes sense. Okay, so yes, we are doing home music production from our homes, but you have to realize a lot of professional people who are now big shots started with a room that were not acoustically treated. So don't let it get to you to a point where like, oh, I don't have acoustic treated room, I'm not gonna. So 100% John is right. Technically there is always going to be room reverb. Whatever I do in my room will get captured almost always, but it's okay, right? 99 like 90% of the mix that you're going to do is going to be achieved from this, whatever you're doing right now. So don't worry about it. One day you'll reach a point where reverb or something like this won't be an issue. If I'm ever lucky enough, I'll obviously tell you guys first. And if you guys are still attending at that point, that oh, I've got a acoustically and you should strive for it. I'm not saying you shouldn't strive for it. What you can do, the cheap method, is to add eggshells around the wall of your room, or get really heavy foam padded. Sachin, by the way, one of my students from Gujarat, he has done a really good job of deadening the acoustics in his room. So there are other ways to do it, right? Especially in the corners, and if it's elongated, then probably in the back and forth of the room. These are just like normal common things. You can use eggshells, you can use very heavily foam padded cushions, and they really help, man. So I went into Sachin's room in Gujarat and I saw it. It was amazing how much of the that's one of the, if you go in a room in a clap and you listen to the tail of that thing, that's what reverb is, right? Remember, I don't know if you guys were I think, but few of you were there when we were adding reverb in the previous mix, right? And I actually tried that and it was dead. It was fairly dead, and that was a really good acoustic treatment without doing anything to the walls or something. But that's it's okay. In the beginning it's come. I don't have any acoustic treatment in the room right now, but eventually I also strive to, like, I'll get there eventually. I don't know, Daniel, if you can hear it, but there's the click again. Did you guys hear that? That's a click. All right, that's the click of the me like stopping the recording. So always make sure you don't have that. So let me like actually play it for you guys, and you guys will hear it. Okay. Right? You guys heard that? John, were you typing something? If you could give us some tips on how to reduce reverb also, that would be great, because I've only heard of eggshells and all that stuff. Okay, listen to this. Okay, you'll hear it in the meter also. You'll see once this is over, you see the meter go. Right, and that is a really high pitched sound. And what have I told you guys about high pitched sound? They always cut through the mix. Right? So when I'm recording vocals, that's always an issue. The reason it doesn't happen with guitar or bass guitar is because they're plugged in through the wire, right? And I just hit the thing. It's not capturing the this thing. You can hear it probably, and that's what it captures, and it's always there. Okay, so always make sure that it's clean. So I think it's here as well. Is some analog feel of human microphone really? Oh, this is fine, but this is me. Newman, that's crazy, man. Now, have you heard of Slate Digital doing that whole like microphone studio, like virtual recording studio, John? That was crazy as well. But that's a subscription based service, which I don't really. Yeah, virtual mix rack, and they do it like hundreds of microphones. How did the click when I record the guitar though? Like I don't use keyboard. Might be an electrical issue. Oh, you have it? Like nice. How is it good, John? The click when I record the guitar though, like I don't use keyboard or anything. Interesting. Okay, so Daniel, it might be because of the electricity pulse, or it might be just because of something else. But it has to be done with electricity because of while recording electrical. Wait, did you record? How did you record the guitar? Through a wire or through a mic? If it's through a mic, then that's how it's picked it up. But if it's through a wire, then it's probably an electrical issue. not wire. So see, that's the thing. So when you're using mics, that's how usually they pick up clicks. And they're really notorious when you're trying to capture photos in a studio. Bluetooth headphone. That's how. Okay. So in studios, if you see a camera, the mics will actually pick up the shutter closing up and down. Like it's very like in human ear can't like probably do that, but if the mic is sensitive enough when you're recording, like when you're recording a violin, so you need to be a certain distance from the thing, and that's when they try to like they pick up the shutter also. But for guys, most of the majority of the oh, let me record this one. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my body. Okay, the ending part I didn't like, but you get there is a energy difference in how is everything is being recorded. You go one second. You can use wave and it's to use while recording. I have the wave, by the way, the virtual studio. I paid for it. I don't use it anymore. I actually have the waves. Where is it? NX Ocean Way. I have the Ocean Way, and I don't use it, man. Not anymore. It didn't translate that well in real life, which was what was my main issue. Maybe because I don't have studio monitors. That's why. But then I was like, let it be. Might as well take a really good reference. Okay, guys. Tomorrow, first thing, we're going to use the cyanide and find a reference. All right. And then from tomorrow, re-recording starts. We're going to re-record everything for the next 2 days. We're going to do it for a couple of, maybe 2 songs. Okay. We're going to do it for this. And we're going to do 013. And I'll take the takes as much as I can. And then Monday, mixing starts. What? Oh yeah, yes, right. See, I made a shortcut, so I just jumped to there. Oh, it was 17th, right, John? Yeah, I stream. I had remember that. Just tell me which one it was because I've forgotten. Guys, I'm streaming, and then we'll. John always does a very good job. Oh right, this was for the mix, if I'm not wrong.
हमें मचाने को ये जीवन देने को हमें बचाने को ये जीवन देने का
Right here, when you enter at this point, right at 36, volumes surge is it's too much. Like if you listen to this, it's very quiet. See that volume surge that just goes up, and like there's a that thing. I think I'm just gonna call it the harmonies. Harmonies are too loud. It can automate master volume. What can automate master volume, John? And this guitar, this like guitar, ding, ding, yeah, the track is like arrangement wise, composition wise, it's not an issue. The only thing is this that reduce. Ha. Acha, you I think you meant I can automate master volume. Don't automate master volume. Bro. Automate individual tracks. Even though master volume would be the fastest way to do it, I would suggest doing it on an individual track. That's always cleaner, always better. It might take a little bit more time, but always do that. Get the guitar. I think the low mid is a little too much. Maybe just a little bit. Not nothing too much. Now they're fine. Why were they so loud? That volume surge is there again. It's not that like if the quieter part were louder, right? That would still work. I think I need to leave. I need to go. We'll watch. Yes, Sumit. Take care, Sumit. Guys, we need to decide a time for. I think it's it would complete. Ha, exactly. And I think it's because of the volume that it feels abrupt. Like, it's not the part or arrangement is wrong. And I think the vocal, right? The vocals. Too much low mid, in my opinion. But let's see. But you need to have your reference. You should use a reference, man. That this low mid issue would vanish like that. Just made like good, man. Very good. Very amazing. They're subdued somewhere. Like, do you hear that? They don't have that high end. Like they don't have a high end for some reason. Like, right, and missing high end hissing. Yeah, high end hissing. So there's like hiss, like sizzle, on like of that high end sizzle. Let me write that high end sizzle. Right. Here, but here in the in the end where vocals are the, what do you say, this thing na, your this thing, what is it called, man? Background vocals are too loud. Yeah, exactly.
जीवन देने को हमें बचाने को
You actually have you recorded that one?
ये जीवन देने का
Reduce the bass and like work on the EQ. Yeah, the bass, reduce the volume, work on the EQ. That would like no contact ethno voice. No, the one that you're saying, the hame bachane ko, that I think that's your voice if I'm not wrong. The one that you're muting and unmuting. It's not okay. Oh, nice, not bad, man. I think this could be like, this is a really. At first I felt it's a little bit, but I think it's a matter of a little bit of volume and a little bit of EQ. Like just especially the bass, like you can just hear that like that thing.
हमें बचाने को
Very nice, dude. Very nice. Good work, John. Good work. And use a reference. You will like, you won't even need me after that. But I'm not joking. Like if you do it through a reference, you are set, man. You're golden. Gonna close this. I'm going to actually stop recording.